Hello, welcome again. So in this part, we will solve the problem number 6. So it is a little tricky. We have been given some ratios and some numbers, and we have to calculate four different elements of the balance sheet. So current assets, shareholders' equity, long-term assets, and long-term liabilities. So let's start. So the number one. So we have been given the acid test ratio. Acid test ratio. So we know that acid test ratio is equal to quick assets minus divided by quick assets divided by current liabilities. Okay, so I'm writing current liability over there, and quick asset is quick asset. Okay, so now we know that quick asset is equal to current assets minus inventory, okay, INB. And so quick assets would be equal to current assets. So let's write the short acronym of current assets is okay. So current assets minus inventory is given, 840. So that is 840,000, right? And now we have been given, so what I'm gonna do, let me work on the spacing. So we have been given the current assets. So current assets divided by, okay, let's insert the equation, it would be better. So current assets divided by current liability is equal to, see that current assets, current liability, the current ratio is 2.25, right? And again, so okay, again we have been given the current assets. So now what we can do is equal to current assets minus 840,000, okay, and whole divided by current liability, okay, which is equal to 1.20. Did you get it? See that quick asset is equal to current asset minus inventory, right? And divided by current liability. So if we insert an equation, see, okay, here you go. Now think that we have equation 1 and equation 2. So from the equation 1 and 2, if we subtract, we can find that we find 840 divided by current liability is equal to 1.05. Okay, so it means that current liability is equal to 840 divided by 1.05. So which is equal to 800, meaning current liabilities is 800. Okay, and now, so current assets divided by current liability. So let me, okay, so current assets divided by current liability is equal to 2.25. Okay, now, so we know the current liability. So the current assets. So current assets over current liability is 800, so is equal to 2.25, so which is equal to, so if we just so multiply these two, so we find that current assets is gonna be 1,800,000. Okay, a little tricky, but try to understand. Okay, and then number 2, shareholders equity. So we know that debt to equity ratio is given. So the debt to equity, okay, let me insert an equation. So debt to equity ratio is equal to, so total assets divided by, sorry, no, it should be total liability divided by shareholders equity. Okay, do you know that? So shareholders equity is equal to, it is given 1.8. So that 1.8 share debt to equity ratio 1.8. So now total liabilities plus shareholders equity, we know that. So we know total liabilities plus shareholders equity is equal to total asset, right? Okay, so which is equal to total liability plus shareholders equity is equal to total assets. So let me see. So total asset is given 2.8 million. So 2,800,000. Okay. And now let's say X equal to shareholders equity. Now 1.8x plus X is equal to 2,800,000. So which is X equal to, so 1 million. Okay, and number 3. Number 3 is X equal to 1 million. It means that this is actually our shareholders equity. Okay, and number 3 is long-term assets. How can I do that? So long-term assets. So long-term assets is equal to total assets minus current assets. So which is equal to, so long-term assets is equal to 2,800,000 minus current assets 1,800,000, and which is equal to 1 million. And number 4, long-term liabilities. So long-term liabilities, so it is given. So long-term liabilities is equal to total assets minus current liabilities minus shareholders equity. So long-term liabilities is equal to 2,800,000 minus 800,000 minus 1 million, which is equal to 1 million. Okay, I hope you got it.